Hi, welcome. On this video, you're going to see me working with Sky. Now, Sky's here on a 2-week board training. This is day 1 for Sky. Sky is a 6-month-old husky, and he's here because he has a lot of control issues. Okay, the owners are really struggling to get him into a follower state, follower role. They have young children, and so he's really putting out a lot of, expressing a lot of these control issues, how they're manifesting into behavior problems. So here, this is day 1, okay, with Sky. He's only been here just for a few hours, kind of settling in a little bit. But here in this video, I'm going to be doing the basic script, or the basic relational changing method, okay, with the circle method. You're going to see me doing that for a couple minutes with Sky. Okay, now, here he's putting out quite a bit of challenge today, again, based on the level of control he has. Okay, so, but here, just the tools I'm using and the focal points during this interaction. He just has a straight flat collar on. I have a leash, okay, I'm using. But here it's basic. It's his response. What's happening is it's mirroring up through my personality type. Okay, stepping into this role during the board training process is getting him to come into agreement. Okay, with a different way, a different role, different way of thinking. Okay, and again, how God's connected us through nature. They share a very profound connection with us, so it's really important to engage them at that level. Okay, the process is the focus of the process is at an intervention type of level. Okay, understanding these issues of control and making sure that focus is on the right relationship. Okay, him coming into agreement based on what's reasonable. Okay, so the type of influence. Okay, follows that type of alignment. And so the method, okay, speaks the right language as I'm doing it. And so the focus is not on some sort of a incentivized, learn-based exercise where he's coming in for a treat or something like that. Again, that's very deceptive because it's about understanding the motives of dogs. Okay, so here it's getting him to the motivation is him coming into agreement and accepting, okay, a different role, okay, a follower role. So again, so I'm going to start to move with him. So just stepping forward, tapping the leash a little bit as I go. Not going too far with him at first. Putting him into the sit position. I'm pushing. Push-pull method, okay, to create a little higher moment, more of a kind of an I-own moment. Tapping the leash, nudging his state of mind, because again, if I have control issues, the mind's going to separate at a high level. Okay, I'm just kind of tapping. That tapping is more just me saying, hey, I'm in control here, nothing to worry about. And so by me taking control, okay, takes the stress off it. But again, you have to expect when you start to do this, you could have a lot of challenge at first. See a little bit of kickback there. Back and his tail's wagging at the same time. This is just about control. Tapping. You're going to see how this manifests, because again, this is can be very demanding, very challenging, even though the method is very leveled out here. Taking my time. Forward, coming up a little bit. The smooth fluid technique, that's the goal here. It comes up. Now it's framing up here, you stay. So he's challenging. So how you do this is just about buckling his mind, just about drawing him back in. So what's happening, this isn't about what's unreasonable, just high reactions, okay? Same thing, moving forward. This is about leadership. Back into the sit. Tapping a little bit. A lot of stress coming off of him. You hear the whining. Because here, this is about, you just kind of see these reactions, understand, this is about control. And he had a lot of control issues going on. And so when this mirrors up against me and my expectations, okay, you're seeing a high challenge, very unreasonable reaction, but you have to reconcile what's happening here. So back into the sit. Now some dogs, when you get these type of levels, you may want to look at using a muzzle, okay? For him, he's 6 months old, but you don't want to get bitten. Okay, even though what you're doing is very reasonable, I'm just letting it kind of come out a little bit here on him. Pull him back, bring him forward, smooth and fluid here. So as you're seeing, this is kind of raw stuff here. Tapping, I'm just staying calm. Coming up in the air, so his mind's going to go up in the high levels here. Comes around. Back into the sit. Tap, tap a little bit. Forward again. Down. And then put it down on him. The down's helpful sometimes with this type of thing because it helps to really get their state of mind down. Sit. Up to a sit. This is day one. You can see how this is kind of playing out here a little bit here. See the tail's wagging at the same time? So you see the tail wagging, right? So it's about control. Once you elevate up. Again, so here what I'm doing is just kind of buckling his mind. I'm not trying to really dominate him by putting him on his back or anything like that. I'm just about what's reasonable. Keep tapping. So here what you see sometimes is almost like a flash over, right? So you kind of splash up, back in, push, pull, tap. Back in, we'll push, pull, tap. Now even when I'm here, I can feel the kind of edginess here with him. Always remain calm. You do this type of stuff, so even when I stand here, it'll be a bit of a recovery period for me and him both, okay? Because the thing is, as I'm doing this based on how reasonable it is, even though I'm getting these reactions, he knows I have his best interests at heart. But I'm not being emotional, okay? I'm just being intentional. It's just kind of going, and then I'll move forward again with him here. Back into the sit. But see, these levels, these reactions are very high, right? Because of how I'm stepping into this role with him. But then if you mirror this up against the issues the owners are having, it makes sense. Okay? Because again, he doesn't want to, he's fighting this pretty hard because he was in full control, or thought he was, in the home environment, okay, with them. But that's why he's here, is to get him over this stuff. They may tap a little bit, interrupt those states. But it's more like nudging. When you tap, based on control issues with him, it's just about buckling his mind here a little bit, get him come into it, tapping, forward. When you do this too, you want to keep a little gap here, a skill set too. If you're doing this, especially with a dog like Sky, if you're a new trainer, I'd recommend probably having a muzzle on him, okay? Here I can get away with this a little bit because the skill set is all, because even right here, there'll be an area here where if he zooms this way on me, I can kind of kinetically redirect it. But even when I move forward like this, I expect some flashing a little bit, right? And then right back into my sit, push, pull, another moment. Tap a little bit. I don't want any sort of intensity on me. Forward. That whining here, that's just the stress coming out on him a little bit, okay? Tap a little bit. I'll tap a little bit here. I don't want that type of intensity on me. So what I want is an inwardness, but I don't want a type of fixation on me here too. So here you can see his head's pulled back a little bit. I just will nudge here a little bit to help buckle his mind a little bit. The next step, you come into agreement with this. Basically, it's me taking control, right? But in a reasonable way. Okay, this is how you kind of keep it leveled out. Anything in, that's good there, better, right? Push, pull, tapping, forward. Now let me see you come out of the kettle a little bit here, forward. Because this is, you know, you know, for a dog that's had full control, right, it's very challenging because this is different. Like I'm taking control in a really specific way here. So here's he moves back with that, and I just lock in. This is great, people see this technique, and then I just kind of move his mind to a buckling point. But in a way that's reasonable. See that? And then the end. So it's not like, you know, it's not physically, not physically overpowering. It's more about getting his head in a deeper way here. And I'm just calm at all times. So I'm not mad with him, not upset. I know we have to go through this together. And so he knows that I'm just, you know, I'm in charge, leadership. But it's about how I'm doing it. Just like, oh, it's all technique. See that? I'm going to come forward pretty good for me. Back in. Little push-pull. And now forward here again. There we go. Forward. Kick up a little bit here. Push-pull. Come around here. If anything comes up in the air like that, it's a good leash technique. Don't want him. Smooth fluid. Bring him back around. Go back, lock back in like this again. Get ready to bring him into where I want. Back in, push, pull. Repeat it. And bring him around for the camera here. So here you saw, this is pretty raw. This is good for people who are saying, well, Dale, how do you deal with a dog that's really putting out a lot of challenge? Well, this is a good example. Okay, you see how this kind of played out? Just about focus. You're letting that come out, but you're always in control. So just this how these methods kind of line up. You're keeping it safe, keeping it smart. Influence is needed, you know, but it's about him coming into agreement with it, right? But you see these flash points, right? How he's kind of flashing up, flashing up, flashing up. And as the days go by, here, this is just day one. This is very raw. This is him coming in. And so just think of the contrast between the dog being fully in control in the home environment, and then how it mirrors up to me stepping into the role, right? That alone creates a lot of challenge. So, you know, by me taking it down to just a flat collar, focusing on technique, okay, I'm able to keep that level of challenge kind of leveled out. So he comes into agreement with it. So it's like high, spiking, spiking. But this week, as you see, you'll see just kind of come down, lower, 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 all along. So even here, I'm here with him, I'm going to put him into a down. Back up into a sit, and as we're talking here in the video, you know, always working them. So even here, I'm like this. I can just nudge ever so much to help buckle that out of him, so I can sense. So even right here, just knowing how to kinetically, you know, be challenging to him. So it's coming around the back of his neck area. This isn't choking him or anything like that. Okay, this is just kind of working his mind for him to say, hey, you know, Dale's in control here. This is at a, again, intervention level here. Okay, it's understanding the process. The process is an intervention, understanding how to get the stress load off it. Because he's stressed out. Because he has so much control. This stresses the dog. He's 6 months old, so it puts a lot of stress on him. So all I'm doing here, I'm taking the stress off of him. Don't focus on petting on him, because here's the thing. His state of mind isn't there yet. The motives haven't cleaned up. So I don't want, if you start petting all over a dog like Sky, okay, you may not get to where you need to go in the relationship. Okay, this is about understanding how the motives are lined and clean up. See that? And then just kind of buckle him a little more here, just a little bit here. Because I know there's a specific area, okay, that I want him into, not just positionally, but mentally, okay? I can tell just where they're at any given time. So even here, I'll buckle him, see, I'll buckle him a little bit. There we go. See, now, see, mentally, better place. Okay, so just that little bit even there, see? Stress off of him. Start to calm down. This relaxes him. Okay, I know there's a bit of a, you know, some challenge along the way, but this is about understanding how to move through the process. It's just like, no different than like parenting. You know, having a teenager that's totally out of control, they think they're in control. It's about the reasonableness, okay, of parent kind of stepping up to the plate. Okay, it's not about going over the top, but you're going to have some kickback, okay? You're going to have some challenge, but it's understanding the context of that. Okay, reconciling everything that's happening in the process. So this video, great video, kind of raw here a little bit. You saw a lot of moments of, you know, Sky going up in the air a little bit, really challenging somewhat, and then just how this kind of plays out, how to just smooth it out here so that, you know, he starts to come into agreement with it, okay, with the process. So Anyway, this is day one. Going to see a lot of great video coming up in the 14 days he's here. You know, the first couple of days is always the most challenging, but again, as you'll see him get better and better as things start to play out. So anyway, thanks for watching.